UFC 268 this Saturday brings us some amazing fights. One of those fights is a dog fight between Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler, and this fight is gonna be amazing. And this fight is what the UFC has to offer. This is the best fight that could happen in the lightweight division. And let's start why. Let's introduce both fighters, right? Who is Justin Gaethje? Justin Gaethje is a real human highlight. That's literally his nickname, a highlight. Why? Well, not only, look at this his skill set. He's a former Division 1 wrestler who fell in love with the power in his hands. He doesn't use his wrestling, he just goes out there and he knocks out people out cold. He's just a savage. And to prove that, he earned 9 bonuses in his 8 UFC fights. That tells you all. That tells you that Justin Gaethje goes there and dominates. He has only 2 notable losses against 2 very good fighters, and that's Khabib and Dustin Poirier. And those 2 fighters are arguably one of the best fighters in the lightweight history. So Justin Gaethje fought everybody from the top, and he dominated all of those fights. Not only that, he also has very good low kicks, very dangerous low kicks. But at the end of the day, he's just a savage. And he goes there and he puts everything on the line. On the other side of the octagon is Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is literally the same. He's a former wrestler who fell in love with the power in his hands. He's also knocking out people out cold, you know? And he is a great striker. He's a former Bellator champ who came back to the UFC. No, came back. He signed with the UFC. And in his very first fight, he knocked out Dan Hooker, who is also a gangster, with 1 punch. So they are both amazing and crazy fighters. And why is this match so amazing? Like, it's gonna be a dogfight. Like, hello? Like, Michael Chandler said that first one to take a step back is a bitch. Like, hello, everybody wants to see a fight like that. Someone is going out cold in this fight. They're both gonna massacre each other. They're both gonna throw some heavy bombs. Like, this is gonna be the next Hiroshima and Nagasaki, dude. This is gonna be amazing fight. The only way how it could go the other way is that I think that Michael Chandler is a little bit of a more intelligent fighter, and he knows he can use his wrestling a little bit better than Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, on the other hand, knows that he can mix up some very nasty low kicks. So they can also go, a little bit, they can also wrestle a little bit, they can also kick a little bit, but at the end of the day, I know they're gonna throw some heavy hands. And everybody should look forward to a match like that. It's gonna be a slaughter match. It's gonna be a dogfight. Like, hello, we have Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is basically a motivational speaker by now, but he is also a savage at the end of the day. And so is Justin Gaethje. And they are both literally the same people. They both do backflips after winning their fight. Like, dude, I really wish this fight ends in some crazy draw and they both just backflip at the end of the fight and just like shake hands or something and we have another rematch. Then we go for 5 rounds in some crazy fashion. This fight is gonna be amazing. But let's compare it from a stylistic matchup. I think that Justin Gaethje has a slight edge in having a very good coach. Troy Wittman is a very good coach and he can prepare a very good game plan against their opponents. And I think that Justin Gaethje is a little bit more of a savage than Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler says, oh, I'm warrior, I'm a savage, blah, blah, blah. But I think that Justin Gaethje really lives that to the fullest. And he not only that, he also puts it on the line and he proves it again and again and again. On the other hand, I believe that Michael Chandler is a more intelligent fighter. I think he's more aware of what's happening in the fight, but he's also savage because he also lets his hands go. We almost see him knock out Charles Oliveira, who is now the champ of the lightweight division, right? So this fight is going to be crazy. I believe that Justin Gaethje has a slight edge when it comes to the brute force, brute strength, and if they go to fight for 5 rounds and literally just throw hands, I believe that Justin Gaethje has much better edge than Michael Chandler, because we've seen how Michael Chandler's chin can react in some of these fights. But if Michael Chandler uses some intelligence, some skill in the fight, I think he can win easier. So for but dude, like there is nothing else to say in this fight. It's gonna be amazing fights, dude. And I'm jacked. I'm jacked to the tits, dude. I don't want to miss this fight. But as far as prediction goes, I believe that Justin Gaethje will win by the knockout in the second round. Or if Michael Chandler does indeed mixes some crazy takedowns and tries to wrestle and submit Justin Gaethje, I think he can do it. So we'll see. It's a dogfight. It's gonna be a crazy fight. I believe that none of the fighters will disappoint, and you should not. I repeat it the third time. You should not miss this fight. Let me know what happens, and I will see you in the next one.